Hello guys and welcome back to our home studio. I hope you all are doing well. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the most popular motorcycles available in India under 1 lakh rupees. So we are going to take in consideration the best bikes that are available under 1 lakh rupees. Now usually we decide our bikes depending upon our budget. And once you have a budget fixed, like if you are willing to buy a bike under 1 lakh rupees, there are multiple bikes that you can choose from. And every bike suits their own genre. So we are here to solve this confusion for you so that you can make the right decision and choose the right bike for yourself. So in this video we are going to go in a descending order as per the ex-showroom prices of the bikes. So we will be starting with the bikes nearing 1 lakh and going to the cheapest available in the range. These numbering have nothing to do with the rating of that bike. But as we go down the line, we'll make sure that you understand which bike is the most suitable for which work. So let's begin with number 5. And on number 5 we have the Pulsar 150 DTSI and the Apache RTR 160. Now both the bikes hover around the same price range and the top ends of these bikes touch 1 lakh ex-showroom mark. So we'll take the Pulsar 150 first. The Pulsar 150 is now available in the BS6 Avatar with a FI injected engine and is available in 7 colors. There are 3 variants to Pulsar 150. The first is Pulsar 150 Neon, which costs around 90,000. The second is Pulsar 150 Standard, where you get the front disc brake and the rear drum brake. And the third one is the Pulsar 150 Disc, where you get disc brake on both the wheels and it touches 1 lakh ex-showroom Delhi mark. Now talking about the performance of Pulsar 150, it delivers a maximum power of 14 PS at 8500 RPM and a maximum torque of 13.25 Nm at 6500 RPM. The engine is mated with a 5-speed gearbox, and in terms of safety you get a single channel ABS across all the variants. However, there is a slight change when you take the top end variant which has dual disc. With that, the rear wheel size is slightly increased. So you get a 120/80 section rear wheel in the dual disc setup, whereas in the other two you get a 190 section tire. Now the curb weight of Pulsar 150 is 150 kg and the ground clearance is 165 mm. And the most important aspect is the range, and for that you get a fuel tank of 15 liters with the Pulsar 150 and it delivers a fuel efficiency of somewhere around 50 kmpl. Now moving on to the RTR 162V. Now the RTR 162V has a slightly bigger engine as compared to the Pulsar 150, and the RTR 160 is offered in 6 colors and 2 variants. The standard variant is 97,000 ex-showroom and the disc variant is 1 lakh ex-showroom. In terms of performance, as the engine is slightly bigger than the Pulsar 150, the performance is also greater. So you get a 15.53 PS power at 8400 RPM and the maximum torque is at 13.9 Nm at 7000 RPM. The engine is again mated with a 5-speed gearbox, and in terms of safety you get a single channel ABS standard in both the variants. However, then again you get a disc drum setup in the standard variant and a disc setup in the disc variant. And unlike the Pulsar 150, there is no change in the rear wheel when you opt for a dual disc setup. The curb weight of RTR 160 is slightly lower as compared to the Pulsar 150. It stands at 139 kgs because the RTR 160 has a smaller fuel tank of 12 liters, but the fuel efficiency is the same at 50 kmpl. Also, the ground clearance of RTR 160 is higher at 180 mm. So both these bikes come straight out of commuter segment. That means the seats are comfortable, the shock absorbers are tuned for city rides for comfortable commute. You might be thinking, why to spend 1 lakh for a commuter bike? Well, the best part of these bikes are, despite of being commuters, they have the performance in them. So if you want to taste that performance as well as use it for commute and your budget is sitting on 1 lakh rupees, these bikes are the best for you. Now the best part is, with the performance you will get a good mileage figure. So both the bikes are good when you want commuting as well as performance without compromising your mileage. Now coming to number 4, the Pulsar 125. Now this bike was introduced by Bajaj in the last year and it was mostly introduced to get the performance in the 125cc engines as well. The Pulsar 125 is offered in 3 colors and 2 variants. The first variant is drum, where you get both the brakes as drum brakes, and it costs around 71,000 rupees ex showroom. And the other version is disc, where you get the front brake as disc brake and the rear brake as drum brake. Coming to the performance, the Pulsar 125 outputs a maximum power of 12 PS at 8500 rpm and a maximum torque of 11 Nm at 6500 rpm. The engine is an FI engine and is a BS6 compliant and is mated with a 5-speed gearbox. The fuel capacity of the Pulsar 125 is same as the Pulsar 150, that is 15 liters. However, the fuel efficiency is 5 kmpl higher than the Pulsar 150. Also, the ground clearance of Pulsar 125 is same as the Pulsar 150. So you get a 165 mm ground clearance, and the curb weight of Pulsar 125 is 10 kgs lesser than the Pulsar 150. So the bike is lightweight. However, you have to compromise a little bit on the performance front because you are getting a 125cc engine. But think it this way, you have to spend 30,000 less when it comes to the Pulsar 125. This bike is also a commuter bike, so it is very well suited for a comfortable commute. So the seat is cushionier, the suspensions are soft, the shock absorbers do the job well. Now on number 3 we have the Hero Glamour. Before we start talking about the Hero Glamour, I should tell you that if it was 1 year back, Honda Unicorn would have been in this place. But as of April 2020, Honda has discontinued the Unicorn. There will be no more Unicorn available in the market with the BS6 coming in. And we have the Hero Glamour at number 3, which is a 125cc bike and is offered in 4 colors and 2 variants. So similar to the Pulsar 125, the variants of Hero Glamour are drum and disc. So the drum is offered at 70,000 and the disc is offered at 73,000. Now coming to the performance figures, as Hero Glamour is also now a FI bike with BS6 coming in, it has a maximum power of somewhere around 11 PS at 7500 rpm and a maximum torque of 10.6 Nm at 6000 rpm. The engine is mated with a 5-speed gearbox, and in terms of safety, the bike is offered with the integrated braking system by Hero, which is nothing but a CBS system which helps you efficiently brake with only one lever. Now in terms of range, the bike is offered with a 10-liter fuel tank and has a fuel efficiency of 60 kmpl. So as I said, the more you lean towards efficiency, the performance will go down. And Hero Glamour is a perfect 125cc commuter bike. So you won't get that punch of power, but if you really want to use it for daily commute, going to the office or going to the market or something like that, where you don't want that performance punch, the Hero Glamour is a very good bike with a fuel efficiency of 60 kmpl. The bike has a curb weight of 125 kgs and the ground clearance of the bike is at 159 mm. So it is slightly lower than the Pulsar 125, but then if you are looking for a regular commuter bike in 125cc, Hero Glamour is a good buy. Now coming to number 2. Now this bike is a commuter by Honda and has a 125cc engine. So this is Honda Shine. The Honda Shine is available in 4 colors and similar to all the other 125cc bikes is offered in 2 variants. The first one is drum, which costs you somewhere around 68,000 ex showroom, and the other one is disc, which costs you 72,000 ex showroom. Now this bike is also a proper commuter bike, and hence the maximum power of Honda Shine is 10.7 PS at 7500 rpm and the maximum torque is 11 Nm at 6000 rpm. So the torque is slightly higher as compared to Hero Glamour. However, the power is slightly lower as compared to the Hero Glamour. So all in all, it won't make much of a difference. In terms of safety, Honda Shine is offered with a combi braking system, which is again a CBS named by Honda. The fuel tank capacity of Honda Shine is 500 ml more than the Hero Glamour, and the fuel efficiency is same at 60 kmpl. The Honda Shine is slightly lighter in weight at 114 kgs and the ground clearance is higher at 162 mm. Hero Glamour and Honda Shine go neck to neck. So it is your choice. If you want to spend like 2000 rupees less and you love Honda bikes, you can go for Honda. If you want to spend 2000 rupees more and you love Hero bikes, then go for Hero. In terms of performance, both the bikes are almost the same. In terms of fuel efficiency also, both the bikes are almost the same. Both the bikes come with combined braking system technology for safety. Both the bikes have drum brake system also and disc drum brake system also. So all in all, both the bikes are almost level with a slight marginal difference in the ex-showroom prices. After the 125cc commuter segment, we come to the 110cc commuter segment, and there is only one king. Can you guess the name? You're right, it is the Hero Splendor Plus. So Hero Splendor Plus is the cheapest and the best 110cc commuter bike that you can get in India, and it is offered in 4 colors with 3 variants. First variant, that is the standard variant, has a kickstart and does not get even the self start and is priced at 60,000 ex showroom. The second variant is the electric start variant, where you get a self start and it is at 62,000 ex showroom. And the third variant has a smart technology called the i3S. The i3S is just 1000 rupees more expensive than the electric start one. So in the i3S one, you get an electric start as well. Now all the 3 variants have alloy wheels now. For this bike, let's start with the range. And the bike gets a 9.8 liter fuel tank with a fuel efficiency of 80 kmpl. Also for the safety, you get integrated braking system, which is CBS by Hero, and the bike gets a ground clearance of 165 mm and is as light as 110 kgs. So talking about the performance figures, well, the maximum power generated by Hero Splendor is 8 PS at 8000 rpm and the maximum torque is 8 Nm at 6000 rpm. So this bike is a perfect commuter bike for your city rides also and your village rides also, and is the most selling 110cc commuter bike in this segment. So you get a very good mileage, you have a very soft cushiony seat, you have good soft shock absorbers, and now you even get alloy wheels in all the 3 variants. Not at all used for performance, but use it for tripling, quadrupling, and I have seen 5 also on the Splendor. So it can actually carry a lot of load, but don't do that. On a motorcycle, 2 people, that's it, with helmet. Please don't perform these stunts. So with that said, you have all the 5 bikes on the screen. Well, not 5 but 6 bikes, and you can choose any one of them. If you want performance in this segment, you can go for Pulsar 150 or RTR 160, suiting your graphics and the looks that you want with the color variants that they offer. If you want a semi performance and commuter, you can go for Pulsar 125. If you are looking for a 125cc commuter, you can either go for Hero Glamour or Honda Shine, and if you are just looking to commute, the Hero Splendor is the best choice. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Do share it with your friends and family, whosoever is planning to buy a bike. If your budget is under 1 lakh, I feel that these 6 bikes should suffice you. If you still have any questions for us, you can leave it in the comment section below, or you can get in touch with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We'll be happy to help you. I hope you make the right decision. All the best for your new bike, and we'll see you soon in the next video. Till then, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so you never miss an update from Rev Explorers. Take care and stay home and be safe. Bye bye.